Keep it going, man. Keep it going.
It says live.
I see it.
We are live. We are live.
It looks. Is it 8 p.m. Pacific? No.
Why would we want to start on time? There's no reason
It's
for
8
that.
p.m. cold ass weather. That's what. Actually, it's not that cold. It's just foot of freaking snow.
Getting that echo now.
Yeah, we got up.
Now you're getting the echo?
We got an echo.
Sorry, it was not the echo. It was the delay between what you're saying.
Oh, between the YouTube and.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to watch the YouTube.
Well, how am I supposed to see the people talking the stuff in the chat?
You pop the chat out. You'll go to the upper right hand corner and there's like 3 bars and 3 dots and
you're not supposed to do that. That's too much technology.
You pop and lock it.
I didn't learn how to do that in school.
You guys know you're streaming this rubbish, right?
No.
Always.
We're giving valuable technical advice. Always
Like one
good
I think we're okay.
technical advice. So yes, we are slightly going to be delayed on game time because Matt is making his way over here and the roads are icy.
Making his way down.
But I think we can survive. All right, Chandler, you're going to 150%.
That's just how much he cares about me. He cares
150.
150%.
150.
Don't worry.
Going 150.
You want to know where you're at for me.
Because I value your input. So I want to hear.
100 for me.
All right, Coach. With this echo, what I need you to do, I need you to shout, Thursday night throwdown.
Thursday night throwdown. Welcome to Wolfnet Radio Thursday night throwdown. It's Thursday. That means throwing down.
Yeah.
We got a Fox Venatori versus, I don't know, maybe some Ghost Bears. It is Matt, so who knows? But it's usually Ghost Bears.
You're going to have to capitalize on that all night long.
Brought to you word Blake Comstar.
All right. Welcome,
If you don't
everybody.
pay your bills, we'll nuke your ass.
And demonetized.
I'm getting way too into this. You guys can't see my very animatronic,
Very animatronic.
No.
Animatronic.
hand points and stuff like that. But
You know, I suppose if you're Word of Blake, you're going to be animatronic, aren't you?
Oh wow.
No, we
That's
can
true.
imagine it, Coach.
all right. Well,
We won't have to.
You're all
adjust
gonna
much
see it.
longer.
you're all gonna see it live here pretty soon. Oh.
Yeah, it's got to be one of your other
Alright,
webcams,
so-
man.
Oh hey, there's now 2 people watching.
Yay.
Well, if chat can say that there's an echo, then I will try to do something different. But Goolsby, you have to right click. Not there. Because we're watching your whole. Right click on that window. Right click on that window right there. Yep. Window. Projector. There you go.
Yep, already
There
got
you go.
one.
Full screen that.
I wish I could watch with Goolsby.
Then minimize it. And then end your stream that you got going on now.
What?
Yeah. Well, not the stream.
Your
but
echo is
the-
just so bad.
Oh, God damn it. I don't understand. There's no other microphones attached.
It's on your end somewhere. I know that.
If it was on his end, we would be hearing it as well.
Okay. 2 apps are using your microphone. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Aha.
Look at there. I don't want 2 apps using my microphone.
He only wants numero uno using his microphone. If you know what I mean.
All right, can you guys see the stream yet?
I was told to not watch YouTube stream?
Yeah, no, can you see my OBS screen
I
yet?
guess I didn't realize you were streaming on Discord. Whoops.
Yep, I am sharing.
Yes, I can see your Discord.
How about that? Any echo?
No echo.
Ah, I figured it out.
What did you do?
Video Ninja was using the microphones on the cameras.
Oh, woo.
Nope. Or did you? No, you don't want to share your OSB. You want to share the windowed projector view.
It's not letting me. It's not giving me that as an option.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's been having some problems with that lately. So that's the best I can give you.
This is the best technology we got, guys. Streaming on a budget. Anyway.
Yes, remember this is all volunteer work.
So, I was thinking if we wanted to do some terrain placement 101 with our esteemed guests while Matt gets here.
Well,
Or do you wanna talk about LVO?
Do we even know who's
Oh,
here?
Oh, I see him. He's here.
Well, I'm saved by the car because I have not done any terrain placement before in my life. So I would be a fish out of water.
Well, I figured we could do a little rando between Goolsby and I and maybe explain why we're setting up where we're setting up. But I just saw Matt pull through the drive.
Oh.
So we could talk about LVO if we want.
Let's talk about LVO. If he's there,
Um,
let's abbreviate that.
It's a week away?
In Vegas. It's not happening in Texas, guys. Sorry.
No, not in Texas.
In Vegas. It's almost the same thing.
So, Las Vegas Open will be 1 week from today. Friday is the 350 tournament, and we currently have, I believe, 38 signed up out of the possible 40. I know there's a couple of people that aren't gonna make it, so I think what we're looking at is 36 people. So that's gonna be pretty awesome. Very excited about that.
That's like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a lot of dice.
5 rounds, right?
We yeah, 5 rounds. Andrew packed up 4 boxes of terrain and mats and supplies and everything else and kissed them goodbye and placed them in the hands of UPS, I think.
I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous seeing that you guys were just shipping that out like yesterday.
Yeah, we have we're hoping it makes it there. It's supposed to get delivered tomorrow, so
Oh, okay, never mind.
oh shit, door's still locked, my bad.
Door is stuck.
But yeah, hopefully that makes it and we can all breathe a sigh of relief.
Okay, if you can't get into the building, that means you win by default, right?
It's getting delivered to our mules
Oh,
who are driving
Rado.
it there. So
The Rado
we will,
folks.
yeah, we will know quickly. Shout out to the Colorado group. Bourbon was very, very nice to be able to.
They just didn't want to trust me with it.
Well, yeah, that's about right. No.
Yeah. Chandler would have just glued AC-20s to everything.
This building needs an AC-20.
Oh look, it's AC-20 Hill. So, question, Coach.
It was considerably cheaper to
Ship it to Colorado, yeah.
ship it to Colorado.
That makes sense.
Shoot, question for Coach. Gotcha. What is
Yeah, so 5-round tournament, right? Do all 36 players play all 5 rounds to get final placement in the standings?
all players play the fight? Yep, there's no cut. So
So it counts right up to the last game.
yes. Yep, it'll count right up to the last game. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Is that your longest one? Is that maximum number of rounds you've had?
I think we played 5 in Florida for the critical heat. The critical heat critical heat level tournament in Florida. I think we went 5 rounds there, and that went pretty smooth. I think we started at 10 and ended at 8:30 or something like that.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's all right. Still a long day, but
it was a
not
long day.
2 days.
But I think we also took like an hour and a half lunch or an hour lunch or something like that. It was, and then another, and I think we even had another half-hour break in there too. So yeah, it was needed, but you know, that's the one thing I keep saying with 350 is like, it's the fastest hour and 20 minutes I've ever experienced. It's like, what do you mean there's only 20 minutes left in the round?
What do you mean there's a time limit on the round?
What do you mean there's a time? So yeah, it was pretty nuts. That was a really good tournament. We've done a couple of 20-player, but no, I think this one's going to be our biggest one that we've run as Wolfnet. So we're pretty excited about that. Adepticon seems to be filling out really well. Yeah, it's 4 feet. Well, because I hung. So anyway, if anyone orders playmats from Frontline Gaming, sometimes they'll have little bubbles in them, and I held it up to the heater for about 10 minutes, and it stretched. So I got some of the bubbles out, and the bubbles came back. So something tells me I think I need to take a towel and an iron to it, and just kind of iron that thing out. So, because yeah, the bubbles they don't want to go away. Even if you lay it flat for like a week, they don't really go away. So
They're really beautiful, but the material, I don't like it.
It's neoprene. It stretches and it does other stuff. Oh, well then it'd be really heavy, but that's not so bad.
Speaking of
So,
LVO, who is still frantically painting their list?
I know Andrew's painting tonight.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Ooh,
I got a pouncer in my hand right now.
Nothing like the last minute painting of the list.
Still gonna build a display board and paint my memes. I gotta finish painting memes.
Oh my god, that's right.
I still gotta
Metal
finish
Ed's
painting
gonna
my
paint
list for
memes.
LVO.
Uh-huh.
Got a little ways to go.
That's what he said anyway.
Yeah. Are we ready to restart this?
I think. We are
Okay.
ready.
Let's do this
Just
again.
start.
Alright, welcome everybody to Thursday Night Throwdown. Tonight I'll be your host, Sean Diablo Goolsby. With me, I have two fine gentlemen.
Capture the flag.
Mr. Chandler Reller from On the Origins of BattleMech. And Metal Ed from Charlie Company Cider Company.
Good evening, everyone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we've got Coach versus Bloodbath playing Capture the Flag. And a little bit of a late start due to weather. We in the northern Midwest, have been bombarded by a tremendous amount of record-breaking snowfall. It has been merciless.
I know those feels.
So here we go. I am missing one element. We need to drop a beat.
Oh, you guys got music now?
There we go. Now we are complete. Alrighty. Well, let's take a look while they are getting set up. They got the requisite beer clacky there.
We're just cheersing each other for scooping snow for a combined probably 17 hours today.
Scooping snow? You need a snowblower, man.
Oh no, I got skid loaders and Matt runs a plow.
Oh, well, that's even better.
Yeah, so
That's even better.
yeah, so we've been up way too early this morning. But we're doing this for you guys because Matt was 3, I was 4. So.
Move to the Midwest, Chandler. It's real nice.
Yeah, move to the Midwest, Chandler.
There you go.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but in Canada here it's raining.
Oh,
It's raining in Canada.
that's almost insulting.
That's. I didn't need to know that.
That is almost insulting.
Over here.
Anyway.
Yeah. Question from the chat already.
Let's see. What am I gonna use for T-Rain dice?
Question from
Those-
Kit Torrance.
I rolled a 9.
Frown on using joke factions if they have a lick of cannon, e.g. Kenobi and Cat Girls.
I think the tournaments. I think the tournaments require an officially recognized faction. Unfortunately.
Sean,
Yo.
question: do you want me to stay on the headset, or do you want me to just mute it and talk like you told me to do, so you don't miss anything?
Haha. It would be very useful to have somebody on hand. I mean, you can mute it, but if you can listen, if we have questions.
I'll mute myself, and if you have questions, just ask.
Yeah, that'd be fine. That'd be totally fine.
Alright.
Okay, well, while they are setting up and everything, let's take a look at the factions and units which have been brought tonight. We're going to look at Matt first.
And there's that infamous Charger C.
Oh, there's been a lot of buzz about this guy since he came out.
83 points.
83 points at skill 4. That thing's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Size 4, move 10, though. Whew.
Move 16, I believe.
And as it was called at the beginning, Matt is indeed playing Russell Dominion, or New Ghost Bears.
Yep.
Just to quickly circle back to answer that question about the Cat Girls, you can do it if your list is using a MUL legal faction in Era, and you can paint it however the hell you want.
Yep.
Excellent answer.
Cat Girls are in. Now here's the question: what is Matt going to take for Capture the Flag?
Well, I can show you that here, sir. He has taken the...
Save the Charger C's in there.
Taking the Charger C, of course. You're going to spend that much points in your list, I guess you better use it. I am interested to see how well that Charger C runs. He's taking the Eldinger Hover Sled, the Dragonfly Viper K, and 2 Kobold 2C Battle Armors. These guys I'm very big fan of. I like those guys a lot.
Well, it looks like he's going to use the Eldinger and the Viper to hop forward and grab flags, and probably the Charger to shoot down anybody trying to take flags.
Sure. Well, those Kobolds are nothing to forget about too. They got a nice little movement to them.
Yeah, how quick are they?
VTOL Battle Armor. We'll take a look at them later. Chandler, are you there? I can't really hear you much.
10, I think?
There you are.
Quiet.
Mumbling to myself as I paint.
Oh, that's right. You got the paintbrush in your mouth, right?
No. Not in my mouth, just in front of my face.
Gotcha.
Indeed, Kobold are 12 VTOL.
Yeah.
I was off by 2 inches.
All right. Well, let's take a peek at Coach's list now. He's running Word of Blake Jihad Era with a whole lot of very fancy schmancy mechs.
I like it.
I got C3I going in here.
Yep. He's definitely doing a C3I list. Which, why would you do Word of Blake for anything else, I suppose?
Yeah.
Some very, very expensive mechs for their damage profiles, but that's because of that sweet, sweet C3I that they all carry.
Still not quite as expensive as that Charger C.
Oh, that Charger C is, yeah, takes the cake for cost. This is what he's actually taken for this 200 scenario. The Diva, the Praetor, the Malik, 2 Nightshades, which I see Coach run quite a bit, and 2 SRM carriers, which I see people starting to use a little bit more. I use these guys to great effect at the last Battle Barn. The only thing you got to be aware of is these guys do not have turret, so they have that very limited vehicle front-facing firing arc you got to watch out for. But for 33 points, at skill 4, dealing 6 damage at medium and short range, these guys bring a lot of wallop for a budget.
That they do.
And they also
Yeah.
have C3I. Because they're word of lick.
That's the scary thing.
SRM carriers are fantastic for, if nothing else, field control, because people are terrified of, dying to massive volleys of missiles.
Right, right. But, honestly, if you get something with long range that can deal at least decent damage at long range, they are easy targets. If you don't watch out where you put them and leave them in a firing field, they will go down quick with their only 5 total of armor and structure.
This is true. Now, interestingly, Matt's Eldinger and Dragonfly both have Angel ECM.
I assume he probably wanted to bring those just because he was going to go up against a C3 list.
All right, the Charger does too.
Yeah, that C3A is a squat this game.
You're going to have to speak up, sonny boy.
Even if he had ECCM, that Angel ECM is just gonna burn it right out.
Right.
So what are they doing in terrain placement, do you think, here, Ben?
Well, certainly
Maybe
looks... I guess I didn't notice who placed the big piece first. But usually it's placed in that position to deny deployment zone for different units. So I'm going to assume that Matt put that there.
Yeah, that's Coach on the right, right?
Coach is on the right,
Yeah.
That's
and
right.
Bloodbath is on the left.
Right.
Yeah, Coach placed the big hill on the zone. Probably to try to make a fire base for his SRM carrier volleys.
No, that's probably true. Although, do they have indirect fire? I don't think they do.
No, but if
No.
they're on the hill, they see over most things.
That's true.
They're short. Not that short.
Are you
Long
sure
in the
this is
tooth.
my carrier?
Long in the tooth, Chandler.
Yes.
Bloodbath's definitely leaving his field open for running in and out. Not a lot of cover, though.
Yeah, it was Coach that dropped the buildings in front of the flags there, so I think he wants a little murder field directly in front of him.
Oh, interesting. That's better. That's better. I was going to start to wonder. Why give his opponent free cover there?
Now, if I was Coach here, I probably would have started throwing some woods into Matt's deployment zone to screw with his hovercraft.
Yeah, that's true. Put it right in front of his base. Hovercraft would have to go around.
350 is where you make friends by pissing them off.
You bet. That's why they're called friendship missiles, right? Looks
I
like we've got a roll for initiative, so that means the timer is starting.
Yeah, with ECM not in play, I think Coach is going to have to wall up his SRM carriers on a hill if he can and basically make a zone of denial. But he's going to be reacting to those kobolds and the Charger and the Eldinger. Matt's list is just fast.
It is fast. He's going to have to drop some bullets. Maybe that C3I will give him some nice modifiers on hitting some of those fast units there.
Well, the problem is, I mean, almost all of those units have Angel ECM.
All of
Three of
Bloodbaths?
the Angel. Yeah.
I think it's the same as standard ECM.
Okay.
I don't think Coach has enough ECM to overwhelm it.
Because Angel ECM, that counts basically like 2 units of ECM, right?
Yes. And it will burn through a boosted C3 system, which is not what Coach has.
So it's a 12-inch radius for ECM, so that plunk one of those in the middle of the battlefield. That's most of it.
Yep.
Not shabby.
Kit Sorens, the play area dimensions are 42 inches long by 36 wide. It's a 2-inch deployment zone on each side. Yeah, there go those SRM carriers on the hill.
Just as you predicted.
I might have a little bit of experience with SRM carriers.
Yeah, if those woods in the center were a little bit closer to Coach's board edge, I might have considered putting them in, trying to plop them in there, but with how fast Bloodbath's list is, he would never have the chance to get them into the woods.
Yep. That's a favorite tactic of mine. If you grab the woods and put it on your side, you can drop your tanks in it and basically grab your partial cover, your woods cover to help protect those more vulnerable vehicles.
Vulnerable.
Looks like Matt's deploying right on the left. Gonna do a straight shot up the center. Try and grab those flags. Turn one if you can.
Color me shocked. Shocked, I say.
Yeah, the one thing Matt does not have a lot of is damage. He's got 6 on the Charger, 3 on the Dragonfly. Two on the Eldinger. Short only on the Kobolds. Good lord, the Charger C is 16 inches?
Yeah.
16 inches.
It was a jaunty sprint of 29.
You bet.
At least it doesn't get extra TMM for that. That would be bad.
Well, we could take a quick peek while they're setting up at their lists, their units more specifically.
Yeah,
Just pop in the picture of that beautiful, glorious Charger there. Charger C. There we go.
Angel ECM. What is BH?
Battle Hard Gel.
Bloodhound Pro.
So that guy can go into outer space, I believe.
Bloodhound.
No, that's the hard gel I'm thinking. What's BH?
Bloodhound.
Okay.
BHJ is.
That's what I'm. Yeah, hard. Yeah, I was thinking of a different one.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so what does
that's
BH
the
do?
That's
Bloodhound.
just probe.
Okay. Oh, Bloodhound. Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Okay,
critical
ammo.
resistant. It's nice.
Yeah, ignore your first crit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. As soon as you take a crit, you just scratch off that ability and just keep on trucking. So with case, critical resistance, and all that stuff, yeah, I mean, he's a pretty penny, but
Durable.
he's durable. Yeah, you bet he is. And that six damage at medium range is nothing to slouch at. All the other Chargers are so weak sauce as far as offensive weaponry. This guy actually brings quite a bit of punch. Bringing the Dragonfly or the Viper K. Also got that 16-inch movement profile.
See Angel ECM here too.
Yep.
Theme on Matt's list.
Yep. I'm thinking he brought maybe a unit specifically to counter coaches.
It's nice. I was looking at those dragonflies earlier. With TMM 3, they're jumping for 4.
Right. Yep.
Too bad.
They're hard to hit. We got the Eldinger Hover, the Humhav, also with Angel and Case. Decent transport.
18 inches is, I think, enough that you could plop it forward, and if you throw somebody out the front of the vehicle first turn, you can grab a flag.
Yeah, you bet.
That's assuming some jerk didn't put a hill in your way.
Right. And we got the Kobolds, of course. These guys are fantastic. If no one's had a chance to play with VTOL infantry, they are a lot of fun. So these guys.
Tell me more about this Ares AS350 Feldherr.
What you talking about?
The Ares bag just popped up, the advertisement on the side.
Oh, yeah. You'll have to contact Ares Games and Miniatures for details about that. But yeah, Kobold Battle Armor. This stuff's nothing to laugh at for sure. TMM 2, VTOL Movement makes it 3, Battle Armor makes it 4, Stealth. You'll see this guy's got the Stealth special, the STL. That's going to make it a +5 to hit at short range while doing a VTOL movement. Yeah, short and medium, and then +7 to hit at long range. These guys are hard to hit. Fast and small and real cool. I like them.
A little limited on the availability, though.
Looks like we got some movement happening on the board.
Yep.
That's right. SRM carriers are pulling up. That's that zone of denial.
We'll get our slideshow out of the way here.
Oh, look at that. There's a tape measure directly in between Matt's units in the center flank.
Who would have thought?
Looks like hover went straight up. No obstructions, just went up, grabbing a flag, if it can survive.
And there goes the infantry straight out the front. Now, that's interesting because he put them in as cargo. So they're going to deploy with a TMM of 0 at the front of the vehicle. They can grab the flag, but then if they want to take off, they have to pay 2 inches to launch an inch into the air next turn.
True that.
Now, can they sprint while they're holding the flag?
You can sprint while you're holding the flag. You cannot sprint and expect to pick up the flag. And you cannot sprint and expect to drop off the flag. Those are both considered actions.
Right, so he's likely going to grab it, try and sprint them away.
There is no
Otherwise,
cover for those guys. They are going to be just bait for bullets.
I would not be surprised if suddenly there's no more kobolds on this board.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an opportunity to take something out right now. They're still going to have their stealth and battle armor bonuses, but no movement or VTOL movement bonuses.
Yeah.
So at skill 4, those SRM carriers are going to be hitting them on 8s.
5, 6, 7, 8. You are correct, sir. Unless they're shooting through that woods. I don't know if they have to draw a bead through the forest or not.
I think a moment ago I saw a laser not touching the woods.
Okay.
Now you're thinking of lasers.
Diva.
A fun little mech.
Speaking of the Diva, let's take a quick peek at coach's list. He's running the Diva, which has, of course, the C3I, decently durable, although very low TMM. Energy helps you avoid those pesky little ammo explosion crits. ECM to maybe help counter, depends on how many ECMs he's got. Help counter Angel, maybe. Preda, a little bit faster, a little bit lighter. Also got the energy. C3I.
No ECM though.
No ECM.
Running it at skill 5, I notice.
Yep. Well, I think the idea was when they're sharing targeting data, you probably get a bonus for range. So maybe the skill 5 is affordable if you're shooting at medium range with a short range bonus. I think that was kind of the idea there. Malak, even lighter, even quicker. ECM. C3I.
Yeah, so he'll have to pile both those ECMs together to cancel out one and
Right. I think he's going to have a hard time getting his C3I to work. Nightshade, ECM, baby. No C3I.
Nobody's got ECM there.
Yep, he's got the ECM. And a heck of a lot of movement.
Those could be his flag grabbers.
Yep, he's got 2 of them. Yeah, I think he's hoping to rely on speed as armor for these guys.
That's all they got.
Yep. Then, of course, these SRM carriers.
Oh, baby.
So you can have up to 6 units networked together in a C3I system. He's got 5. The Diva, the Preda, the Malik, and the SRM carriers. 1 and 2.
Now, this particular SRM carrier is turreted.
You are correct. The other ones are not. Good point. The other ones are also 26 points. They are incredibly affordable. The standard SRM carrier, 26 points, but it does not have turret. Good point. Good catch.
I think I learned that from the discussion on Armor Up.
Armor.
Hey, what do you know?
Part of the On the Origins podcast family.
Of which Chandler Eller is featured.
Yeah.
His extensive knowledge and excellent vocals to go along.
And incredible persistence at continuing to read.
Reading's good.
No, just don't ask me to paint.
I thought you're painting all in of yourself right now.
I am painting right now, but this is like the first time I've painted in like months.
Gotcha.
I much prefer to be get that. I'll make the mech. Just, don't expect me to paint it within a reasonable amount of time.
Gluing guns on stuff counts, yeah.
It's hobby progress.
So, looks to me like that charger sprinted. Is that yellow? I see.
That is yellow. Looks like it's printed, so it should not be able to pick up that flag this turn. So he's going to have to hold out for a whole turn.
Or drop his 6 dice into that. What do you call them? Millennial mechs. Celestial mechs.
Celestial mechs, yep.
That's a that looks to be the Malik back in the day. That or the Preda. One of the two.
So we're saying this guy here is the Malik.
I think so.
Okay.
Because I think the one in the back still is the Diva.
That's the Diva.
I think so.
Okay. Which would mean this is the Preda. They all look so similar in profile. They are.
It doesn't help that the paint scheme is deliberately
Yeah, they're all spiky. Like they all look the same.
Yeah, it's got a shadow effect, so it's hard to get an definitive look at them.
Right. And then just to help everybody else identify mechs, we've got the Charger here, which is printed. We've got the L Dinger Hover there. Humhav. With some of the Cobalt battle armor there, unloaded. This stuff, just so everybody knows, this guy's dying this turn. Calling it right now.
Say that. Now that you said it, they're not gonna die.
Yeah. We got the Viper there. I'm gonna assume He's carrying the other kobold?
Yeah, they're not on the board, so they have to be there.
Yeah, I don't see him anywhere. Let's see how our other camera looks.
Yeah, so the one in the back is definitely the Diva. Middle is Malik, and then the one closest to the camera currently is Chris.
Yeah, I don't know how you can tell because these guys, they just look the same.
You just gotta know your angles.
I guess.
There's the other VTOL.
Yep, there goes the VTOLs. Grabbing a flag. Looks like they might have some decent cover from a lot of the ones that would be shooting.
I love the building placement Coach did there with the 2 buildings in front of the flags.
Yeah, really the only guys that can see.
Coach says, "You come to my house where I can shoot."
Yeah, you got this guy here. That guy can shoot. These guys can shoot, but I don't know. Let's see. I should look and see what their damage is again.
Either way, they're not hitting those VTOLs.
Right. Well, we got the Kobold battle armor here. Well, they can't even. Well, they got a 0 star at medium range. So that ain't anything. And then the only other one that can shoot is the hover sled. They only got 2 shots at medium range. So yeah, I think those VTOLs are looking pretty good. Oh, well, the Dragonfly got there, but it's sprinted
Alright, we're
to do
gonna
it.
shoot, so I will try to call out shots as best as I can.
All right, here we go. We're testing out our brand new attack phase.
Attack phase. Okay, so, and I'm gonna ask you guys to help me out here because this is a lot of stuff. So this Firefly or Dragonfly has Angel ECM.
Yes.
Both of my Nightshades have ECCM. So that cancels his bubble.
Yes.
Yep,
There's a 12-inch radius.
correct.
Okay, so he is carrying Cobalt battle armor
Light ECM has a different.
that have light ECM. So does that take effect or not?
That when they're carried, I don't think they get to
They're
do
inside
anything.
Vehicle.
If they're in a vehicle, they don't. If they're on top, they do. That's what we're gonna play that way.
I believe that's correct. I believe light
don't know.
ACM is also a
It's
2-inch
gonna
radius.
count.
I know you can't tag when you're being carried.
Oh, light ECM is a 2-inch radius. No, I know that.
So
So-
if they count, then they would cancel out one of those Nightshades.
2-inch.
And so I don't get C3I for this.
Crosses your line of sight. Target.
Right. So what they're saying is
So
you.
if the other, if my bubble crosses your line of sight,
I mean,
interrupts the transmission.
So you have a light ECM is
2-inch.
2 inches. So I'm assuming I go from the center of your hex,
Yeah.
or do I go to the base? Because it's a radius, it has to be the center. Because you can't measure a radius from the edge to edge.
So that ECM bubble is not in between the spotter and the fire. So that VTOL.
None of your helicopters are within light.
So their light ECM is not in the helicopters, so
So draw a line between the helicopters and the SRM carriers.
Well, hold on. The helicopters.
it was in
don't
my
have
eye.
C3I.
God damn it.
Do the
I just-
helicopters even have C3?
Hold on, I just lasered myself in the eye.
Coach, your Nightshades don't have C3I.
Oh, it's okay. My Nightshades have ECM. Oh, they don't have C3I.
They don't have C3I, so it doesn't matter.
What we were saying. So we went through this mental process for everything. Is essentially what just happened.
Which one has the C3I?
Everything else.
All the other ones except for this one.
Literally
Oh,
everything else except for
That's
So the
That's
takeaway from
great.
this, folks, is know your list.
So know your list. Look at your cards, and let's roll some dice. 2, 3, 4. Read the fucking card, yeah.
Who's shooting who?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're gonna go SRM with a dot to the Dragonfly. They are skill 4s. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s. I got 9s to hit the Dragonfly. I got miss. There's 1. There's 2, 3, and 4.
4 hits on the Dragonfly. Viper.
That's a good question. I have to roll 1 dice to see if it hits. I got a 3. That is the mech.
Yep.
4 damage to the Dragonfly.
All damage flat, one dice.
You're supposed to
you-
roll 1 dice per hit, I believe.
Per hit, okay. So 1 damage to the mech. Another damage to the mech. 1 to the battle armor.
Okay.
1 to the mech.
Okay, so 3 damage to the Dragonfly.
3 to Dragonfly, 1 to battle armor.
Save. Are you calling it your first or second, his first or second battle armor there? I just have him denoted as 1 and 2.
Okay, we'll go with... That is the 2.
That is the Kobold
Second
2C.
set battle armor.
Okay.
Alright, 9's to hit from the second SRM. There's a natural.
Oh.
A natty.
7, 8, miss.
Did I hear 2 hits to the
Miss.
Kobold?
I got 1 hit. There is 1 hit on the kobolds, 3 on the Dragonfly. I just did another 2.
1 hit on the Kobold?
1 hit on the kobold.
This time or...
And- Okay, so right now there are 4 armor gone on the Dragonfly. 1 armor gone on the kobold.
Alright.
And I have a natural crit. It's a 6, which is a weapon hit.
Nice.
I got 10s from this guy, from the grounded Nightshade to the Dragonfly. 10s to hit, that misses.
I don't know why I'm... Who's shooting now?
Okay, so now we're gonna go Diva. I know, still medium range. Diva to the Dragonfly.
Yeah!
Gonna be 10s, but it's gonna be 10s either way. So 10s to hit with 4 damage.
Only needs 2 of them.
I got 1,
1 hit.
and that goes to the mech. There's a critical hit on the Dragonfly. 5, no crit.
No, okay.
By round 1,
Coach, you crit yourself.
all the big hitters, baby. Everybody's carrying SRM carriers.
They're good.
How dare you?
SRM carrier's good.
Throw a lot of dice.
Did you shoot with
3,
both your
I've
SRM
got-
carriers already?
Both SRM carriers shot.
Okay.
My grounded Nightshade has shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot my Preda at the Charger now. That is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s to hit.
10s to hit. Dang.
Only 10s.
And I missed. Gonna be 10s to hit with the Malik as well. To the Charger, that missed as well. And my low to the 1 damage from my other Nightshade to... God, that battle armor's got stealth.
I am
and battle armor, but that's it.
shocked you didn't take that guy out this turn.
It has stealth, so, and it's grounded, right? So no VTOL movement.
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, 8, 9, 10 for battle armor, 11 for stealth. Miss. That is my fire.
I should have bet money on that kobold not dying.
Man, I thought it was gonna target priority that guy. I totally miscalled that one.
Dragonfly's got one structure left. The hover hub, or whatever they call it. Hub ho.
Hum.
Hum ho. There you go.
They still have their geovanebruny.
Correct. This one does. This one's at a 5. Because he's not grounded. He's not grounded. Yeah, building's in the way. I know, I put it there.
I think Matt's only got one shot to make based on range and number of units that sprinted.
Ooh, that looks like 6 inches.
Under 6 inches.
From
Or
where to
does he
where?
have to?
There to there?
They go left.
Oh, sorry. Right there? Yeah, just under. Like a quarter of an inch under 6 inches.
Sometimes
16th, yeah.
sometimes all you need is a quarter of an inch. Who's he shooting?
The hub shooting the Malik.
Malik is being shot.
9's to hit.
It's immensely rude.
9, yeah. He's got 1 damage on the Malik.
Okay.
That's an intimidating amount of damage. I don't know if he'll ever recover.
Yeah.
And for anybody watching, wondering what they were measuring, that was 6 inches of woods will block line of sight and fire. So they were checking if there was 6 inches of woods in between the two, and it was just under.
It was close.
Alright, so the shooting. Flag.
That was fun. Here. Got a little token. Who's taking the flag? That guy?
Who's picking up? Who's picking up?
The Humhove.
All right.
Humhove, yeah. Contested, uncontested, sprinted, so can't do anything. So that is the end of round 1.
All right. You guys got
I
49
got a
minutes
9.
left.
I got a 9 and he got a 9. God damn it. Roll in the box. I got a 6. 7. God dang it.
All right.
Alright.
Coach, you want to mute again?
I lost initiative, so.
All right.
Well, that looks like a point for Bloodbath if he can keep that hovercraft alive till the end of the turn.
Yeah, if he can. Well, he's gonna. The hovercraft picked up the flag. Looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I would have done. All he has to do is move back. I mean, even if he gets shot and killed on the home base, the kind of one of the rules is if it's dropped in your base, you still score. So I think that's pretty much a point in the bag.
You can mic drop the flag onto your base.
You sure can.
I'm going to remember that. Tuck that into the memory banks for LVO.
Right. You guys are both going to LVO, right?
Yes,
We
sir.
are.
Excellent. We'll get to see you both there. With my Hell's Horses list.
Ooh, horses.
That's who I always play.
friend locally plays horses and insists on bringing a Balius to every fight.
The Balius is such a bad mech.
It's hysterical.
So impractical in its appearance as well, but yeah, cool going with a theme, you know.
Unfortunately, it is not the Doom Courser.
Yeah, Doom Courser looks cool, but I don't know if I'm impressed with that one either.
Yeah, Charlie Company will be at LBO in force this year.
Yep.
I believe Mario will be there too, so Chandler can razz him about the Doom Courser in person.
Yeah.
Yes. Glory to the Doom Courser. It's a good mech. And it fits exactly into Hell's Horse's doctrine. Like, there's nothing to hate about it.
Now, I'm curious about Bloodbath sprinting that charger up there, because it's going to have to hang around on that template to capture a flag at the end of the turn. Think he'll move it to the middle, or is he just there to beat the hell out of the coach's mechs?
Guess we'll find out.
Find out next turn on Dragon Ball Z.
This is Wolfnet Ball Z.
At least it's not Dasher Ball Z.
Although Dasher's got to be ballsy.
It's a Dasher. Doesn't deserve to live.
Those were such a popular unit early on with the 350. I haven't seen them nearly as predominantly anymore. I mean, people still bring them, but it used to be that every list had Dashers.
They deserve their obscurity.
Not a fan?
No. There is no redeeming qualities.
Oh. Don't you co-host with certain
Yes.
Brute,
We
Mr.
balance
Brute?
each other out. He loves Dashers. I hate Dashers. Together,
All
we
right.
balance.
That's all right.
That, and we
Chandler.
have a mutual trade agreement that whatever Dashers I get, he gets first dibs on.
Have you seen his latest pictures of his entire company of Dashers
Yes.
with
He's
elementals?
away from a trinary.
Or Trinary, yeah.
Not he's getting a short cluster. Sorry. So he's got to have like 2 supernova binaries or something.
Why not? My artillery just gets really excited to see something like that. That'd just be like mint candy to
That's about 40
artillery.
Dashers.
Chandler, are you just not a fan of running around at 200 kilometers an hour with your arms up in the air like a Fraggle?
Oh no, I don't mind fastness.
Well, that is quite the mental image right there. Well done.
That's all I could think of ever since that shrapnel story this month.
Great.
I still need to read that thing.
Oh, there's a glorious moment with a Dasher you will enjoy, Chandler. It does everything you would hope it will.
Die.
Yes. Looks like the Viper is coming in. Now it has 1 pip left, so I think he's just going to sit there to deny. No, but he's going to die anyway.
Yeah, the Dragonfly is not long for the world. Kind of surprised he didn't stay on the other spot to deny the flag for those VTOLs there.
It was going to die anyway. He could have jumped it behind the SRM carrier to shoot it in the back.
Yeah, could have done that.
Next time.
But they got turret, like you said, so.
Yep.
You do get a better chance of killing one from behind, though.
Wondering if he's even going to bother with trying to take down the Charger. It's got miles and miles of armor.
Those SRM carriers can do it.
That's true. If anything, that board can kill that Charger. It's that SRM carrier.
And if they can reach him, they're on the opposite side of the board.
That might be a deliberate choice.
Right.
There's only so much they can defend.
Yeah, I'm still staggered by that Charger C moving 16. 'cause it's-
Well, there's other
Size
charges that
four.
move 16, aren't there?
I thought most of them move 10.
I think they do, but let me just take a quick search here.
The one I do like a lot, the SA5 moves 10, but it has DSM, or no, it has mask. What am I saying? Yeah, it moves 10.
The 1X1 is experimental, it moves 16.
But that means it can, at size 4, it can drop on King of the Hill token turn 1,
Yeah,
and then stand there and just cause havoc.
not legal for Wolfnet 350 tournaments, but still there. Something you can play in casual play. Yeah, most of them are 10, some of them are 8. I'm looking through them right now. There's a 12-inch jumper, the KMZ.
Yeah, Kamikaze with the sword.
Yeah. Yep, that's the only other one that moves that fast. The SA5's no slouch. It moves 10 inches and it's got 5 at short and 5 at medium. So it's similar. 47 points. Not as many bells and whistles, but it's still got some punch.
Yeah, you run that sucker at skill 5 and it's 42 points. Matt Ethington says, thoughts on making those SRM carriers go hull down now they're sitting on the edge to give them a +1 TMM without moving and get the standstill bonus. There are very few times where going hull down is a good idea, and this is one of them. I think I would agree there, Matt.
Man, I haven't seen anybody ever go hull down in a tournament.
I believe that Mario once infamously did in the one of the first streamed tournaments of Wolfnet. Put all his tanks hull down. Yeah, basically we just give them their TMM of 1 and the standstill bonus. Which, this is the place to do it because they're holding that hill and they don't really have anywhere better to go other than perhaps the woods.
Right.
Coach really hates that Viper.
Ooh, we're getting a close-up look. I'm gonna switch the camera while he's figuring that out. Nobody needs to get motion sick tonight.
Looks like Coach has held a VTOL on the flag to pick it up at the end of the turn because there's nothing threatening it.
Why not?
Where are the other kobolds? I see one on the center template. Is there one
I
behind the
believe they are
Viper, or-
both on the center template. They are right there, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm suspecting we're getting dangerously close to rolling some dice here.
Charger still hasn't moved.
Oh, you're right, it hasn't. Might as well take some strong shots against his, I don't
That
know,
might be fast.
pick a mech. I mean, you could eliminate one of them. You can
Yeah.
take out that Malak.
You can get behind 2 of them for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if
Well-
the unit I would hold for last would be that Charger.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be planning to pick up the flag, so... That'll be a pretty durable flag carrier.
All right, gentlemen, let's get ready to recalculate some ECM bubbles for them.
Haha.
Especially now that the light ECM's on the field.
But it's only a 2-inch bubble. I'm not sure those guys are going to touch anybody.
No, but they are in between the SRM carriers and that plus field.
Oh, so if the pathway between C3I goes through an ECM field, it doesn't have to be inside the ECM field.
Now, what if they drew a triangle where the targeting data was sent from the left to the top and then down to the... Not sure how that
I
works.
thought it had to be inside the ECM bubble, or ECCM bubble. I
I
have admittedly never played with C3, so I am not a good person to ask for questions like this. I've always been tempted, but I've never actually done it.
Big boy gets 3 for moving an inch. Okay. Rolling dice. So, I might have done this wrong, but I'm not sure. Because in order for my C3I to work, there needs to be an ECM bubble in between the unit I'm getting data from and the unit that's shooting.
Correct.
So this is
That makes sense.
this.
Okay.
So
This should
these
benefit-
guys,
this should benefit from
right? So the only bubble is coming from the dragonfly, right?
Yeah.
So that reaches out to here,
Uh-huh.
which clearly interrupts this. But I have 1, 2, 3 ECMs on that dragon. Actually, technically, I have 4 ECMs
Countering the dragon.
countering that bubble.
What
Okay,
about
so that
the light ECMs on the kobolds?
The light ECMs are...
The light ECMs are not impeding my. They're not
Light
impeding
shades
my
don't-
line here.
Okay.
Your light shades don't have C3I.
Does the ECCM counter the AECM?
If you have 2 of them.
Counter the C3I.
If you have 2 of them.
Hello.
The ECCM counters one of your so the Angel ECM counts as 2 ECMs. The ECM bubble needs to be within my visual range here, which this one is. It reaches out to here. So, right. But since I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ECMs countering, all I needed was 2. So I can now triangulate the data for short range from him, or not him, sorry, Buck.
Your helicopters
Okay.
don't have
The
C3I.
helicopters don't have C3I.
You still
But
have
that-
C3I
He
on-
does, though.
He does.
But the problem now is,
It's
So-
not interrupted. I don't think...
so
as
the
long-
problem is now these guys come into play because obviously
As long as
it
he
is.
can connect to any of the other units... As long as he can connect to any of the other units in the C3I network, he's okay.
right. So as long as these 5 guys can triangulate outside, but this whole thing is in a 4 ECM bubble. So I counter the 2, the 3, and the 4. So they're null and void. Because they have ECM, they have ECM, he has ECM, and he has ECM.
Yeah,
What
so
about
4
the-
ECM and 4 ECCM should all zero out.
And this 12 inches out doesn't interrupt that.
His angel doesn't reach me.
Crosses the line of sight.
It
But
crosses the line.
I'm going from here to here. So I'm using this line of sight right here. So his bubble doesn't reach that.
But
His does. Yes. But I canceled his, and his out. with 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. Now, do you have enough to cancel out your other Celestials that's being blocked by the Charger? They might be out of the network.
These guys will not get short range shots. It's just the SRM carriers.
Yes.
These guys are still in his Angel ECM. Well, technically these two cancel him out. But, well, yeah, it cancels it. Oh no, he doesn't have one. He doesn't have one. They won't get short range.
Who are those two right
They
there?
will. Preda and the Diva. Yes. Correct. Not here.
The Deva's got an ECM.
Correct. So
Preda does not.
right. So that's this guy. This line of sight right here is not blocked. It's complicated as shit.
It also doesn't help that there's
No, we are.
ECMs and
Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ECMs. So there's like 4 ECM bubbles here. You have 4 light ECM bubbles, one that goes out to this way and one that it's still blocking my path here. Those 4 are null and void because of my 4. As long as I have equal amount, I cancel. I'm gonna do one shot here though. Nightshade to Dragonfly. 7, 10s, 11s, 11s. Oh, I missed it by 1. Oh no. Oh, it's confusing as shit. Malik to Dragonfly. I got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9s to hit there. I got 1.
That's all you needed.
So, Dragonfly is gone. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so alright. This SRM right here, the one with the dot on it, is gonna go to this battle armor. That's 4, 5, 6 because they're movement. 7
You shooting
for
the
battle armor, 8 for stealth.
which battle armor? You shooting the one that's already been hit or not?
I am which one's been hit already?
Number 2.
That would be this one. I'm shooting. I'm gonna shoot the one that's been hit.
Okay.
I think you get short range here,
4,
don't you, Coach?
4 short range. 5, 6 because they didn't move, but they have stealth and their battle armor. So 6 is to hit.
You're shooting at this one.
Yes. 1, 2,
That's all you need.
3, 4.
You got him.
Okay, now the other ones are gonna shoot at the other ones. 4, 5, 6 because they're moved. 7, 8 because of stealth and battle armor. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's to hit there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
That's all you need.
3. 3 damage.
That's all it took.
Yep. Because they're short range from this guy.
Because you're blocking everything I'm doing.
I am blocking your 4 Angel EC or your 2 ECMs from the Angel.
How are you having full?
You are doing that. You're washing it out to where everything's gone and I have a clear line of sight. That's what it does. Correct. So the C3I treats it at short range. Because he has C3I and he has C3I. You're countering with 4, I'm countering back with 4, so it's a wash. So nothing, so I am shutting down your computer systems with my computer system. All of these units have ECCM. Took 3 damage. This guy. Well, you've got an objective and a charger seat, so. Can't shoot there. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can do 12s long range from the Diva. Miss. Oh, I got 2 11s though. That was really close. That's everybody I've got that can fire at a target.
Okay.
The Humhove is going to go to the Malik. 9's to hit. Pair of 7s.
How much damage?
No damage. You
No
needed
damage to the
9s,
Malik.
Rolled 7s.
Okay.
Better luck next time.
You're going from here to there. 1 damage to the Malik from one of the kobolds.
Okay.
Same. Missed by 1. Needed a 7, rolled a 6. Dragonflight or SRM carrier. Nines to hit. The big dog, the charger. Assuming the Malik. Nine's dead. Ouch. Ouch.
How many hits?
No hits.
No hits. Oh, dang.
Matt scores a flag.
Why isn't my Malik updating?
Alright, I just got back from being nose deep in the book. I think you did ECM, ECCM correctly.
Okay. Metalhead just got done reading the entire 4 paragraphs of ECCM and he thinks we did it correctly. So.
Alright, you guys have 25 minutes remaining.
25 minutes left in the round. Oh, yep. You get a flag. I get a flag. You scored 1, so it's 1 enough. I rolled a whopping 5 for initiative.
Hey Ed,
Hey,
you know it'd be really great for the new
Shot.
SRM carrier that's coming out as part of the recognition guides?
more missiles?
Stealth armor.
Whoa. Is that actually in there?
I mean, we haven't gotten one yet, but I would
Oh.
assume that eventually we'll be getting a new one.
Just gonna salivate
make
here
it-
for a minute.
To make it the ultimate ambush predator. Actually, no, void. Give it void for mimetic. There you go.
Yeah, on the other hand, I'm always in favor of trying to make them cheaper.
True, but I don't know if you can make it any cheaper than the old Secession Wars one. Not without making it less deadly.
Oh, is Coach remembering it costs 4 inches for a vehicle to move off a hill?
I don't think it
Yeah,
is.
they have 8 movement.
Oh, okay.
There's
Oh,
medium
8.
ones.
That's
Yeah,
faster than
they're-
usual.
They got the nitrous. They got the zoom.
They got toaster mode.
The piece of Blake is with them.
Good lord, are SRM carriers going to capture a flag in this game? That'd be hilarious.
Would be hilarious.
I would make this therefore the best 350 game I've played.
You know who's going to take the flag away from that charger?
Nobody, that's who.
That's correct.
I'm gonna take it away with Craig's help. For those of you who are not aware, Craig is the recorder bot for both Wolfnet and on the Origin. So I got an inside man to help me take the flag away.
Nice.
In YouTube canon, he is a Word of Blake science project in a jar. Is that not right?
Yeah, he's X-Men Idomina. He's just a head in a jar that runs software for us.
That sounds like me at work.
Despite all your rage, you're still just a head in a jar, Ed.
Just a blob.
I got that reference.
I was hoping you would.
Derek is telling you to use contrast paint, Sir Chandler.
Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, my scheme does not play well with contrast, I don't think.
Three colors is all you need, you know.
Well, I'll end up with 1, 2, 3, 4 colors at least. Not counting wash.
This is not going to be a very high MOV game.
Not a high MOV game.
No, they're going to hit time with probably 1 or 2 flags.
Right, yeah, only 20 minutes to go. All this debate about ECM. This is another lesson to learn, everybody. If you want to be able to do a high-scoring game, don't take units that have rules that take a tremendous amount of discussion to work your way through.
Or just
Or
with your
read your crap before you come.
Or read your crap before you come.
And don't forget that the Nightshades don't have C3 eyes.
Not these ones, at least. Which ones do? I wonder which ones he was thinking of. Let me look those guys
I
up.
think there are already.
Let's see, he just took the standards, which of course have nothing. The light PPC model has C3I.
Ah, there you
He
go.
meant to take the light PPC, which is Word
It
of
would
Blake
cost
model.
2 points more.
Yeah, only 2 points more, but he's taking it at skill 7 anyways, so he would have had to do some slight adjustment, but yeah, he meant to take the light PPC, which has the C3I.
We'll teach him one of these days.
Did you hear that, Coach?
Yeah, I fucking heard it.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Womp womp.
Keep forgetting Coach can hear us. Wonder what he's up to with that Celestial and helicopter over by Bad Space.
It's gonna steal all the flags. All of them. Every single one of them. Even the ones they haven't scored yet.
Okay, I think we're shooting.
Okay.
I lost initiative, obviously.
'Cause that's what you do.
That's what I do, is lose initiative.
Did the
I have,
Charger drop something there?
I've lost half. Okay, so I have 1 ECM here and 1 ECM here. And I am using this as my C3I line of sight. So that nullifies his angel that he has on his hum-hov. So 4, 5, 6, 7s. That's too many dice.
Who's shooting?
4, unmarked SRM carrier to the hum-hov.
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7s to hit.
The hum of hoves.
There's a miss. There's a miss. There's a miss.
Dang.
Hit, hit, miss. 2 hits.
2 hits on the hum-hove.
Motive is a 4. I got 7s to hit from the other SRM carrier. There's 1, 2.
You say you took a
3,
motive hit?
4, 5 hits.
No motive.
Oh. 5 hits, doesn't matter, he's gone.
Yeah.
SRM carrier is the Magic Alpha Strike Eraser.
I'm gonna use that as my line of sight. No, I'm gonna use that as my line of sight. ECM cancels your angel.
Who's shooting who?
We're gonna go Preda. Oh no, he's still alive.
Oh god, no, he's still alive.
Never mind. No C3I, because his bubble comes to here and his bubble crosses that. So there's no
Can you
no
draw a
ECM.
line? Can you draw a
1,
line around it between different units?
2, 3.
Who's your Predator shooting?
Preda to Charger.
Oh, good luck.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s. 10s there.
Dang, 10s to
Obviously, you
hit.
get double buff
I got
for-
1.
This monster of a mech.
I took some paint off.
Got a hit. There's only
tis but a
72 armor
scratch.
left.
Nothing is
4 from the Diva to the Charger. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10s. 10s from the Diva. I got 1.
Another scratch.
Plinkety plink.
Dare I say a dent?
2 damage on the Charger. 8 left. Armor.
Only 8 armor left. I think you got this.
Hum-ho to the Preda. Short range. 6s to hit. Come on!
Jam.
Got 1. He jammed. 1 to the Preda. Charger sprinted. I score 1. And contested, so he can't drop the flag.
22 gives
How much time's left?
We've got 14 minutes.
it an action to drop off.
It is an action to drop it off unless you die.
Eject button.
7. That's all I do is lose initiative. Alright, see you guys later.
Sounds like what I do.
They tell me to mute when it's moving.
1-1. And still not a whole lot of damage being thrown, but a few lighter units destroyed.
There's a very important single word that I missed in the capture the flag rules, and that's your home base has to be uncontested to drop it. So that's
Yeah.
what I was doing with Celestial back there. I forgot that.
Capture the frag. As it little do we know, instead of flags, they're actually boxes of frag grenades.
This is actually a tactic that I have not seen anybody use before. Put somebody on your opponent's home base.
It'd be a real shame if you couldn't drop this flag off.
Right? Gonna have to move that. Who's he got on there? Who's on his base there? Who's...
I mean, this is not helpful, but it's a celestial of some kind.
Right. Well, thank you. Yeah, who's that?
It's certainly not the diva.
Okay. I'm guessing it's the Preda. Coach, is that the
Yeah.
Preda on Bloodbath's base?
That is the Malik.
There's the Malik. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if 12 minutes is enough time for that charger to smash those celestials to bits in order to drop off his token.
Well, the Malik doesn't have a lot left.
2 more units. Got this.
Well, it's only got 3 hit points remaining, so I don't know. I think that charger can probably smash through it.
Break on through to the other side.
Break on through the other side. I got that reference too. Good job, sir.
I may be young, but I know the old timers music.
So we're gonna have to start battling with lyrical references.
No, he'll probably lose me quickly.
This camera view is not terribly useful. The coach kind of zoomed in a little far for my tastes.
I like it.
Oh, here we go. Moving.
Wow. But now I can't see the other. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's there.
See some of the action.
Get a piece of the action.
Well, there's not going to be no ECCM slap fight this turn.
Okay, so he still has an Angel ECM.
For now.
He does not have ECM.
Okay, so then this is no IC for 9.
Well, he's got
Wow.
ECM and he has ECM. So if I'm using his line of sight,
Those
Your
slap
bubble
fights
crosses
guys
here.
Immediately begin slap fight.
but my bubble also crosses twice.
So
I was very
So it's a
rough.
watch. So I have regular lines.
it's funny, you get yours, but I don't get protected. See, I don't understand that. How, if it equals, if it washes,
Well, why would you get a benefit if it washes? It doesn't cancel C3I. My EC, we'll go over that.
In order for
Okay, I've
ECM,
got,
you might. Hey, coach.
no reason to take ECM
4,
at all.
that's 6, 7. I've got
Coach.
7s to hit from this SRM to the charger. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Shooting the charger.
1, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits
To the charger.
to the charger
Okay.
from the SRM carrier on the deal.
Okay.
1. Diva is gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8s. 8s to the charger. Miss, all missed.
All
Oh,
right.
nope, I got 1.
1 hit.
1 hit on the charger.
1 hit.
2, 3. So 1 on the charger from there. Preda is gonna go 5, 6, 7, 8s again.
Versus the charger.
That's a miss. Malik is 8 to hit. to the charger. I got 1.
Whittling away.
Eight armor left.
7, 8, 9. I got 10s to hit from the Nightshade. Missed. That's everybody that can fire. Charger's got 3 armor left.
2 armor left,
Oh.
I think.
No, he's got 3.
He's got 3 armor left? Okay, I misheard then, so I'll take one of those away.
So I think if Coach had killed that Charger, that would have been no op. Then it would have been a 2-2 game.
He has 1 armor, 2 structure. Yeah, Matt and I were just discussing. I told him, I was like, I don't think I want to kill the Charger.
Just a win.
He's got, Preda has 4 armor, 2 structure left.
Man, I'd be shooting that
You would be
Malik
able to
without any
score your
questions.
7. Yep, that's the idea.
7s from the Charger to the Malik.
That's what I thought.
1, 2.
Oof.
Ouch.
That's it? Just 2?
2 damage to the Malik.
Getting all the dice.
Oh my.
You got a crit. Crit on the Malik.
Ammo explosion. Not it.
Hey, 7.
MP hit. Let's put the flag there. And because he deserves it, SRM carrier will get a flag.
Oh my
Malik's
god.
just been hanging out.
I believed in him.
6 minutes.
6 minutes left in the round.
I believe in that. That's right.
Malik
And-
stayed the course.
Oh, I got a 9. Oh my god, I won an initiative roll.
I'm proud of you, Jimmy.
It's looking to me like the real advantage of bringing C3I is it's a lot faster to clean up the terrain after your opponent flips the table at you.
There you go.
I think part of it is also he has a lot of ECM.
I'm curious, did Bloodbath know that all this C3I was coming, and is that why there's so much ECM? You don't usually see this much ECM in a list.
I'm suspecting that they knew what each other were playing.
I knew that Bloodbath had been working on an Angel ECM, so I don't think this was actually planned. It just turned into the perfect storm of we have an actually protected C3I list versus a ECM list.
I still cannot believe that Charger did not finish off that Malik, because it would have been 2-1 for Bloodbath right now.
Yeah, with a short range shot and a skill 4, I was shocked he missed him. What was the movement modifier? He must have had
He needed 7s to hit, and he had 6 shots, and I think he got 2.
and he only got 2 of them. That's a bad roll.
That's why he takes the filters, baby.
My god, he's doing
The
it.
SRM carrier's got the flag.
It's also driving backwards.
Back that thing up.
Good eat donut when he gets backstage.
We got any comments on YouTube? I haven't looked at that for a little while.
Jesse asked, so is the ECM relevant? And so I replied, the ECM is relevant.
Yeah.
Yep, so for everybody watching, ECM Special of course it's electronic countermeasures, what that stands for. It can be set to just regular mode, which is electronic countermeasures, or ECCM, which is electronic countermeasures. And basically it's just a battle of who fights who. ECCM fights ECM, and ECM fights all other electronic systems like C3 systems and so forth.
So in this case, yeah, a coach was trying to use C3I to get short-range targeting data from all his units at medium and long range. Bloodbath's ECM was countering, but then coach's ECCM was countering the ECM.
The counter was being countered by a counter. It's like playing two blue decks against each other, right?
Pretty much.
All right, this might be last round of fire.
Well, you got only 2.5 minutes, so you're. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
don't
agree
know
with
yet.
that.
I still have 3 armor and 4 structure left to try to destroy him. Oh, there's 3 minutes left. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
2.5.
Charger to Malik.
Charger
7
to
save.
Malik. See if he can finish him off.
Gotta do 1 damage.
Well, I didn't want to split his fire.
He got it.
That's all you needed.
Malik's done.
He gets the good word ribbon.
Alright, kill me.
And my suffering.
Gotta clean up your dice tray there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh shit! Did I move him out of medium range? Oh shit! I did. God damn it! I moved him. He's got the flag. He's maybe gonna try to win. I got 7s to hit from this SRM carrier to the charger. There's 1, 2, 3, natural crit 4. So it takes 4 damage. So crit, 2 crit chances. Let's just roll those guys. A 5 and a 5.
Nice. Nice.
That's with the -2.
3 left.
So satisfying.
2, 3, 4. Diva. 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 1 damage from the Diva. Headshot.
Hey,
Was it really?
Diva got a headshot on his 1 crit. So Matt scores 1, he's at 2, I score 2, and no wop is 3. 3 to 2.
The charger's crit resistant, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
It's crit
The
resistant.
Charger's crit resistant.
Yeah, so those 5s were 3s.
since the first one didn't count, right?
So, oh yeah, the crit resistant is -2, so you got an engine hit.
2 of them.
But
But you
Not dead.
you eliminated him with pips though too, didn't you?
this means
No,
all crits.
Oh.
I only did 1 damage to him.
You had 3.
So how much does he have left? 2 structure?
I had 5.
5 was a 3. So
got
you
2
have 2
5s.
engine hits. So you have
3s and a head.
2 3s and a 12, 11, 10.
Goes to 10. Yeah.
So you have 2 engine hits and a fire control.
Well,
So he's still dead.
But I didn't destroy him with damage though.
Okay.
No, but the engine crit still killed him.
Oh, 2 engine hits is.
Second engine kills him.
Yes, you're right.
Before the headshot?
2 engine hits kills him. So I
Either way, he's dead.
wasted a headshot.
Oh. I still.
Okay. I am assuming everyone has questions.
We have a question from Ian Warner. I'd love you to answer, Coach.
Okay, from Ian Warner. Okay, hold on. Matt's talking to me. Yeah, if I play the right helicopters, I'll have a hell of a list. Okay, go ahead.
Ian wants to know, were you finding the ECM, ECCM interactions compelling or tedious?
Well, I will say, if you're gonna run a C3I list, you have to run ECM. Like, you have to try to find every possible unit that has ECM, because Angel will mess it up. If I didn't have as much ECM on the board as I did,
ECM will mess you up.
yeah, regular, and you're right, Chandler, regular ECM will even mess it up. So, Yeah, so I went in. This is a take on a list that I've run already. I have a Word of Blake list from a while ago, but my biggest change to this list was I was like, well, if I'm using C3, why am I running pilot skill 4 units? Like, they should be 5s, because then I'm still getting a -1. So I bumped up all of my mechs to skill 5. I kept the SRM carriers at 4 because they're SRM carriers.
Fair enough.
But then I tried to fill the rest of it. Now, going back to the question, is it tedious? A little bit. Trying to figure out how many overlapping bubbles there are. Now, one of the things you have to remember if playing this list is you're not measuring to the target, you're measuring to the unit you're using C3I for.
And
So that
also,
helps out a little bit.
Don't forget with ECI or ECI. Oh my God, just group ECM. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
With C3I, you don't even have to go with the closest, like with the person who's actually using it with their sight line to the next unit. So
Yeah.
like, let's say you have your unit that's actually got the line of sight to your target. It can bounce between other units to get to that other unit.
Right. So, and I'll set up that example here. I think I was here, and I think my Diva was here, my Preda was here, and he had his VTOL, where my Malik is. Or here, I'll just use his VTOL or something like that. And that's where, the line of sight, I was using my Malik here. I can triangulate from here to here. That works. As long as it gets outside of the bubble, I can use this Preda's range if this connection works and it keeps me outside of the bubble here. So probably the best setup would keep a Diva here, and I can go bing bang and then over.
Yeah.
But yeah, C3I is a whole nother beast. It's hard as it is, but the benefits are huge. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you play it right, you're using long range units shooting at short range, so that is gigantic. But
I think the big message there is if you're going to bring something like that, make sure you know the rules in and out before you get to the table.
and even if you know the rules, like even Matt keeps asking me, is like, so if it's a wash, how come the C3I still isn't? And it's just compounding factors on top of each other, where it's a game of elimination.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, when you start it to the very most simple system, if you've got one ECM countering C3I, it's countered.
Yes.
But if you got one ECCM countering that ECM, it's the wash. So 1-to-1 is even. 4-to-4 is the same situation.
Right. And I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't get really good rolls on his Dragonfly, his Dragonfly has an Angel ECM on it with, not to mention they've got Cobalt on him, so he's running 3 potential bubble screw-ups. So that could have played havoc for me. I think the thing that I had going for me was, I will say, if you're running a Word of Blake list and you're not bringing SRM carriers, you're doing it wrong. Just bring SRM carriers. But you do need to account for someone to have an Angel ECM list, which Matt does. Now, is the Charger being 83 points probably worth it? No. Are there 2 or 3 other units he could have brought with Angel ECM for the price of 83 points? Yes. And that would have probably been the death knell to my list, because if I got to deal with 2 more Angel ECMs, the Diva's throwing out 4, he's throwing out 3, he's throwing out 2.
I mean, really,
1. But they're skill 7s. Yeah, they're skill 7s, so...
That's 3 compared to 6, 7, 8, 13.
Mhm.
Twice the amount of damage.
Yeah.
I'm paying for way too much.
Yeah, that Charger C,
It's pretty, but
It's
I don't
pretty.
think it's worth it.
Good by itself.
it's really pretty, and I mean, an assault mech that
It would be fun if it was stand-up fight.
it'd be great in stand-up fight or King of the Hill. King of the Hill would be a beast because it's also got
If you're ever considering bringing C3 in any regard, like C3, a standard C3 system or a C3I system, if you're bringing it, you should be worried about someone bringing a list built around having Angel ECM on the field.
yes.
But you should also just have ECM in your list for the random ECM units you will come across, because they exist.
You can't.
So
You know, it's like bringing dashers and all of a sudden you're running into an artillery player.
Yeah, that's my favorite
Yes.
thing ever.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Everything has a counter.
Oh, that was a good question we had. When do you announce ECM to ECCM? The end phase. Really? Oh wow, that's huge. Okay, so after you move, obviously you have to declare when you deploy if you have ECCM or ECM targeted, which I did. You know, we deployed and I said, by the way, everything ECCM is on. You know, that's one of those missed opportunities that can really screw you up, and you're like, oh no, I'm countering all that, and your opponent can say, you didn't say you had ECCM on, because you have to declare it.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I probably wouldn't build a list with countering, with angels in mind, because you're spending a lot of points for something you're probably not going to run into, but it's good to have ECM around if you know.
I will say I am about 50-50 with Word of Blake C3I. With Angel ECM or Disruption or not, it still is, you're paying a lot. I mean, I took all my cheap units. I mean, you breathe on the Malik, it'll go. If I see flak, my Nightshades are gone.
So bring it for fun. It's probably not hyper competitive.
I don't think it is. I could be. I mean, obviously, someone who's got really good spatial awareness is running the numbers in his head, knows the opponent's list really well. Yeah, maybe they can do. I mean, the SRM carriers are nothing to sneeze at. Whether they have C3I or not, they're still a really good unit.
Yeah, and I think purely you being able to still use your C3I at the end of the day came down to the Charger C existing.
Yeah.
It being such a large portion of his list meant he had one less Angel ECM on the field.
Right.
And if he had one more on the field, even with you killing the Dragonfly, that would have just messed up everything.
If he had one more Angel ECM on there,
if he had just one more ECM in general.
One more ECM.
Yeah.
Which would have thrown the balance off.
Yeah.
Because even with what he had,
But they were too short.
the kobolds, the 2 inches doesn't really do. But I will give you loading kobolds onto a Dragonfly with Angel ECM, and all of a sudden that turns into 3. That's huge. Because now I have to divert 3 units to 1 just to get my magic trick to work, basically.
So all I'm seeing is there's no counter to C3I.
Well, the counter to C3I is what you brought. I just brought more of the counter to the counter.
Yeah.
It is a counter.
It's still wrong.
Not if I don't have ECCM. If I didn't have 2 Nightshades and a Malik and a Diva all with ECM, it wouldn't have worked.
Exactly.
You do
as long as I switch to ECCM and devote 2 units to your 1 unit. Right, but I have to take 2 units in order to wash that angel out. So I'm devoting more resources to making sure my little bag of tricks work, to make sure my SRM carriers shoot at short range. That's what it is. Anyway. I don't know if we're going to do another game, guys, because it's been a long day. So, any other questions from the chat or anything? You want to talk to Matt?
Yeah, let's talk to Matt.
All right.
Let's get his take on everything.
So, Bloodbath.
What's up?
Welcome to the show, sir.
Are you getting pretty close to flipping a table with the ECSCM fight, or?
No, the idea is that we basically brought lists that we knew would counter each other.
Oh, so you knew what each other was bringing.
Techno.
I didn't know what coach was bringing. No, he just said Wabi list, and I didn't see it. So even if you posted it, I didn't look at it. Otherwise, I would have seen the kitchen sink SRM carriers, and I would have seen all the other ones. Then I probably would have put more cheaper Angel ECM units in. Because I could substitute out the charger for 2 more units. I could put in low-key MK and Gravedigger and still do the same amount of damage. But I wouldn't have the speed.
Yeah, that charger's fast.
Yeah, well, it's not all it's cracked up to be at 83 points.
Yeah, what'd you think? Was that a worthy investment? Would you play that guy again?
Since the Rasselhog Dominion has a heavy Angel ECM capability, it's not worth it for the price.
I am a little shocked at that high price tag. That seems a little bit excessive.
Well, it's just too much of an individual unit. It's the second highest price unit in MUL.
The second highest price in IPF.
Yeah. Seems like it was kind of like a way too expensive, kind of like, oh, throw this in there. Like, okay.
I mean, it's very much a unit designed for classic and not for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I would play a list again, trying to counter a Word of Blake list, like Coach has done a very good job of putting together, although he does need to change the helicopters. Yeah. Anyways, no, I would have brought 2 units instead. I probably would have, on a whim, I would have thrown the Gravedigger 1 Delta and the low-key MK2 Alpha, and that would have been 70, right at 80 points. I wouldn't have been able to get the Min skin. So, or you could have done a Shadowcat 3, but that's like way too expensive. So I would have thrown in the low-key MK2 Alpha and the Gravedigger 1D, and that would have evened out better. They would have been slower, but they'd be running 8 inches. But it would have countered and added 2 more Angel ECMs. Or at least 1 more Angel, which turns into 2 ECMs or ECCMs. Yeah, this is like a far stretch extreme, like on the spectrum, because if we're gonna run lists, we're gonna throw a huge gimmick and mechanic out there that, okay, great, you got 1 or 2. We're gonna run a whole list that has it to see how it stacks and gets complicated.
I was gonna say, this is not something you typically see on the field. This much of a slap fight like that.
Well, if anybody's running Rasselhog Dominion, they have the highest lists of Angel ECM, so I mean it makes sense because they always were, hunting down Word of Blake units, so it only makes sense. But
Sure. I mean, in tournaments, how often do you see C3I lists?
I have
don't
yet to
see
go
a
up
whole
against T3 anything.
Yeah.
I've played a
Well-
lot of tournaments.
in our gaming with testing and casual play at home, I know 3 people who have lists of Word of Blake, so
I have frequently tried putting together C3 lists, but I was never satisfied that it would actually do anything.
well, they are. It just depends on which scenario. Nothing ever works through and survives every single scenario intact. There's always one that it fails at. Because you can't have everything big and you can't have everything small and fast. So I would have liked to have seen the Angel ECM be a little bit more effective, but it's going to have to be with at least 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, all I can pay for is like 6 units because they're so expensive. Because you're looking at 2 BA that are 18. A Dragonfly that's at 43 points. That's usually like 10 higher than normal, or at least 8 higher. The Eldinger is actually pretty decent. I like it. It's got decent armor, structure, movement.
Yeah, it was nice and fast too.
Yeah. And it's not expensive. Which is crazy because I mean, I've seen hovercraft that do more that are more expensive, and this does. It's got more technology. I would think it would be more expensive than 33, but
Sure.
it is what it is.
Yeah, especially with the number of pips that it has, and it still transports 5. Infantry transport
But
of 5.
the Charger C is just a huge electronics technology suite. It's got Angel, and it's got Bloodhound, it's got crit resistant, it's got recon, so it's just it's too much in one unit. That's why it's so expensive. So
It's got a lot.
I don't think it'll be a mainstay unless unless it can be paired off in like a lance, or you won't be able to get a star unless you do like a bunch of light units with it.
Yeah, fun to goof around with, but even at skill 5, it's like 75 points.
Yeah, you might as well just take a Man-O-War, what is it, Kilo, that jump strong one?
Ah, that's the J.
Yeah, the
Kilo's
Juliet.
Kilo's the axe one.
Yeah, the K.
so
the K moves fast, and it's got the 6.6 profile, but it doesn't jump.
Switch cameras.
On it.
That way Coach can show off.
Show off my painting skills.
Nice.
I like the old school cool those strikers.
Yeah, I think those are strikers.
I thought those looked familiar.
Yeah, I definitely will probably not take the Charger unless it's like it's too expensive. It'd be like taking
In a bigger game, maybe.
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
campaign or something, but
If
it's not
less-
worth taking in this low PV scale.
No.
Yeah, it's far too high of a percentage.
It's 83 points.
That's half your list. It's a 30 to list.
Well, the airbrushing on Coach's list there, or Coach's Celestials.
I really like the airbrush.
That is the funny part. Rasshog Dominion's getting more expensive than the Wobbies.
Those models look like absolute beasts to assemble.
Because yours is old and broken.
Oh, because they're fast.
No, because they're having to counter more with less.
Gearing up to, because if your 20 combine uses 3.
Yeah. So, how would it compare to a C3 list instead of C3I?
You would have probably been able to isolate the master and break the whole list.
Because as soon as you would lose your master, you'd be down an entire.
It would do better because I can't bounce around.
It'd do better because with the improved, you're not worried about losing individual units.
I don't have to be line of sight to my master.
True, you don't have to be line of sight. That's correct. To the master.
The master becomes very important.
Everything is modular.
Yep.
So,
It's modularly delicious.
The master becomes super important.
would I have hoped that Angel ECM would have a better mechanic function against C3I? Yeah. Because, you know, we've always heard the rumor like, oh, the only thing that counters C3I is Angel ECM. Like, I'm not seeing it here.
That's C3 boosted.
I just took too much of it.
C3 boosted
Countered.
is what is only countered by Angel.
So you're saying boosted is the only thing that's countered?
So boosted
Yes.
can only be countered by Angel ECM.
Gets through Angel. And I don't know if there's any units with C3.
There are.
is. They're just few and far between.
Very little. Just like these Angel ECMs are very, very few.
Angel's defense with C3 boosted has some astronomical.
You want to try it boosted next time?
Or you all see what they have.
We'll do some
I
shopping.
don't even know what the. I don't even know what the.
I think that's more Capellan lists. Got the boosted stuff.
The Fed Sons also have some.
Fed Sons too?
Fed Sons and
And,
Capellans get some boosted.
And I think the Caretans have a couple, but they never really went into it.
Yes.
Well, either way, this is a good test to see. What I really wanted to see was how we have to deal with stacking of all the electronic countermeasures. Hey, is this something that we're going to see in a tournament where two opponents are going to be like, okay, I do this, you do that, you do this, I do that. So this was a good test and some data.
Fucking 36 max and 10 vehicles with C3 boosted.
So there's 46 mechs and
46
vehicles that have boosted. Look at all the experimentals.
Oh.
Half that list is gone.
Yeah.
The rest are advanced.
Let's do this.
Yeah, slim that down. You can,
29.
you can do
There's still 29
you can do
units.
unknown. Yeah, 29 ain't bad. Vandals, Warhammers, Maelstroms, Hatamotos. Hey, Tommy might do a boosted. Tommy could do a Kirita boosted. Oh, Salamanders. So there's a whole bunch. Oh, and your sons.
Sagittarius out there. 48 points. I guess that's not.
Most
throw
of your
stu-
vehicles are Caretan or.
They're slaves, so there's no I. You gotta have a master.
The Sunder, I believe, has a boosted master.
Godai.
7 units with master.
7 masters.
One of which is the Hatamoto, if I remember correctly.
Godai.
It has 2 masters.
Samoto Kodai. I got one of those.
Hey, there you go.
Shit. 52 points for a 2-3-1 stat line.
That thing is
AMS.
a
Armored component.
political show horse.
Has a bloodhound. A ballistic reflective armor. Has 2 masters.
Tag.
Tag ECM. An MHQ 13. Damn.
Alright, so yeah, I would rather like to see Angel ECM do a little bit better, but it's not going to, so. Put
You could
cheaper
use- you could
ones
use
in
the
there.
Fury. There's a Fury command tank with a boosted C3 master. And it's just one boosted C3 master.
Fury.
The Fury, yeah. Command tank.
444. 8 track.
Just like the movie.
Oh, that would be a cool paint job.
Just do all World War II ones.
Yep.
And if you use it brutal, roll his eyes the entire time. He doesn't like it.
You know, Brute should like all tracked vehicles.
He doesn't like the Fury. Oh, the Vandal also has a boosted master for the Capella.
Alright, so good test tonight to see how easy or difficult or mixed it would be for opponents to stack ECM and ECCM. And yeah, I'm a little butthurt about it, but you know what? That's how we play.
That's what I figured.
So if I ever try it next time, it'll be the cheaper units.
Yeah, looks like that could get a little.
Yeah, I know. I know all the Angel ECM units. Yeah. Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for putting on a good show and playing a good game.
Well, that's what we do. We take our Thursday night away from family and we give it to you guys.
Such big hearts.
Yeah, and thank you guys for digging through the snow to get there to do it.
No kidding.
Oh, it was cleared off by noon.
All right.
It's just all the ice that's sticking on the road now.
Well, Coach's winning streak continues. I think this is, what, his 5th or 6th win in a row?
Yeah, he keeps talking about, like, oh, my poor initiative, my poor dice. Oh, I didn't win nothing. Like, bullshit.
Yep. Someone needs to stop that madman.
I won the terrain roll, the deployment roll, and the last round initiative. That's all I won.
And the game, don't forget.
And the game. Yes, I won the game.
Sitting there whining about losing initiative.
These Humhove, these Eldinger hover sleds,
Go to the regular one.
they're pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah. I was pretty impressed with it.
This one, 431.
Got some staying power.
18. I'd buy that.
Just for $1, not for more.
Oh man, I'd rather take the 33 pointer. It does everything you want to do.
From the 33-point line, even.
How's it compare? The Saxon moves faster, right?
Okay, you can take one of each.
The what move? Oh, the Saxon moves. Yeah, it's Saxons are what, 22? But they got no
Saxons.
damage and they don't have Angel ECM.
That's true. Yep, they're 20. Moving
And
to 20.
this thing's got flak. You could have 0-starred my my dumbass freaking ECM Beetles.
Stupid Malik that was like guarding my base. Like,
Yeah, he was kind of being a pain in the ass.
That is his job.
Well, hopefully everybody had a good time watching the show tonight.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for playing. Short and sweet tonight. Just one game.
Next Thursday night throwdown might be a little different. There might be a wrestling match in real life. Chandler versus Ben, or
Ow.
Chandler versus Cerberus. Maybe we'll get that one going.
Well, we're still unsure.
That'll be a quick one, I think.
We're still unsure if we're even going to be able to stream from LVO, right? Because that's next week.
We do not know, but I mean, the Wolfnet hotel rooms could fill up, and we get free Wi-Fi in the Rio, I'm sure. So.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Might be able to do some.
You get the free
Late night
free
streaming.
Wi-Fi in the Rio, along with Ed and I, who will have the Wi-Fi, and we'll torrent everything so you guys can use it.
Yeah, maybe we'll just have like maybe we'll throw up multiple streams. Like, hey, this is the Colorado room. This is the command room. This is the people that want to go to bed early, but we're gonna bang pots and pans. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Andrew mentioned to me, he's like, we are gonna get to bed on time Thursday night. I says, we say that every single tournament, and then 3 a.m. rolls around, and then we go, Matt, what happened to that bag of hamburgers that you bought like 4 hours ago? So, yeah, super. It's now hitting me that this time next week we'll be in Las Vegas, so that's a little weird, but
It's a nice airport.
really looking forward to it. We're gonna have a great time. It's gonna be great. So, Andrew just posted on Facebook that he's not even painting yet. He's still modding his miniatures that are going to LVO. I saw. So, way to go, Andrew.
Oh dear.
Hey, I'm ahead of Andrew. Woo!
You're ahead of Andrew. How was that paintbrush licking going for you, Chandler?
I just finished all the metallics, and I was gonna do watches tonight, but I'm saying screw that.
Yeah, there's no reason.
I'll do
Well,
that tomorrow.
it's only like 8:30 where you're at.
Yeah, I know, but I gotta do cleaning around the house.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go be a responsible adult.
There you go. That happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I think we're gonna sign off, or
Yeah,
Yeah,
At least-
thanks for the game, guys.
it's time to go.
we're gonna sign off. So,
Metal Ed,
Uh,
Chandler, thanks for coming and talking. Keeping the
Cool,
conversations
thank you for
flying.
the awesome streaming.
Yeah, I think we had a good show tonight. Thanks, Coach, and thanks, Bloodbath, for rolling the dice.
next Thursday night throwdown, Matt can have you guys in your ears. So.
You bet. You bet.
He's like, you got the gallery in your ears. I'm like, I am actually really not paying attention to them. I'm trying to do ECM calculations in my head. So.
Oh, he's going back to it now.
Yeah. He's figuring it out. He's running all the numbers.
Page 161, Matt. 161.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also a little tidbit for those who are still hanging on. I did just notice, Ed, that you pointed out that transported units cannot use their abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
right.
what I was thinking.
So they got to be dumped off.
That's what I was thinking.
All right. Well, on that pro tip, I think I'm gonna log off and wish everybody a happy weekend.
Yeah, see you
And,
guys in person next week.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. So if you're not at LVO, too bad.
Too bad. So sad.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. We'll see you next time.
Have a good night.